Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. As you can see, the cards are laid out. It's because I got started and something happened. So I'm going to do my opening as I would normally. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate for you guys, definitely check out those other placements. We're getting into your current energy, near future, what Spirit wants you to focus on. We've got your challenge card and then your overall energy. So we'll get into that in just a second. Also, once I clarify this, we'll clear that out. We'll get into your person's energy and your energy and the possible outcome for that situation, and also get some oracle cards. All right, so let's get back into it. What I was talking about was a feeling of injustice somewhere in your life. There could have been a few situations that are still lingering that have felt like constant betrayals or disappointments in areas. And I think you're laying this down. I think you're tired of dealing with putting any energy into things that just have the same type of result. In other words, if you feel like you can't get a break, in other words, this is releasing that energy. So you're moving away from that. And I'll tell you why in a sec, because we have the Six of Swords. It's a challenge to let these things go, but you're being asked to focus on moving forward and releasing that energy. Try not to put your focus there. It can be difficult at times, especially when we're feeling a little bit defeated. And that's kind of the energy I get. It's not always just in a moment. So the energy may be a little bit strong this week while you're dealing with the in-between of the eclipses. But justice seems to be what's necessary. That seems to be what's on your mind. Either you're wanting to find justice at work, or this could be in relationships as well. We'll get into it. So in your current energy, like I said, the Six of Swords, this is moving away from things that are burdening you, whether it be repetitive thought processes of the things that have happened that have been disappointing, or just needing to get away from dealing with people who seem to bring that type of energy towards you, if you can avoid it. Sometimes it's hard. We have to deal with people in life that we don't really want to deal with. But your energy is moving away from fighting. So if anybody's bringing drama to you, I don't think you're going to deal with it. They can have their drama, is basically what it feels like. You're moving away from that. It's not going to be important enough for you to give it any kind of energy. It's too important for you to reserve yours right now with the Seven of Pentacles. If you're being patient and waiting for things to shift and change in your life, which is what it feels like, the last thing that you need as you're moving forward into this calmer place in your life is any kind of drama. We will clarify this in a couple minutes and see if we can see exactly what it is that's going on. So with the Five of Cups in reverse, this is getting over heartbreak, which is great. So releasing that mental energy around those disappointments, but getting through it. Maybe you just want to leave any kind of emotional stuff right now alone. You just want to step back from it and not even pay attention to it. With the Three of Pentacles, you've got too many things going on elsewhere. Maybe you've got some contracts and things that need to be taken care of with work. Your energy needs to be there. There could be three people that you deal with, or there's a scenario where there's three opinions that matter. And right now, love is just being put on the back burner because you've got to focus on things that are really important at work. And there's going to be victory in that. So they're also asking you to leave emotion out of it. So be very pragmatic. Focus on the details. Definitely look into the fine print, because that's going to be a huge win for you. If this is in a love situation, as you start to pull back your energy from the emotional disappointments, that's when you start to move forward, and that's when your energy starts to clear. It could also be that you're being led towards your perfect partner. I always say that with this wreath, because that to me, and the crown that he has on his head, is kind of like the king and queen. So moving towards finding somebody who's your equal, your partner. But I think right now, even if you have somebody in your life, maybe work is what's on the... I think I said this to you last week too. Work seems to be what's most important. Not that emotional things aren't important to you, but maybe your energy just seems best spent this next week, especially through the eclipse season, on work adventures or work priorities. All right, we'll get some clarification on that. And then the Two of Swords with the Empress in reverse, feeling a little bit exhausted. There's probably a lot of mental energy that's been overwhelming. Maybe you're thinking through a lot of experiences that you've had, again, that were disappointing, and it's releasing of that energy. The Empress in reverse just means you need to give back to yourself. So if you've been working really hard and had to make decisions about a lot of different things, this is wanting to, or being pressed to by spirit, put that back into you, because you are an Empress, whether you're male or female. You have the energy to keep going, but if you're carrying around some things that you feel like you just can't leave in the past, it's going to drain you. And in this case, I feel like there's a little bit of a drained energy. So Spirit wants you to focus on you. Put that back into yourself so that you can restore your Empress energy and have some clarity about how you want things to shift and change in your life. If those disappointments are lingering there, that can definitely pull at your energy on a regular basis. It's hard to get past. I'm not saying it's easy to release all those things. We're going through a process right now where we're having to have old stuff kind of come up and be released, especially with eclipses. So a full moon in eclipse, is one where you release something, or something is eclipsed out of your life. So that could be what you're feeling coming. You may not be sure what it is. Maybe it's just eclipsing that out, releasing all of that old excess energy that has been surrounded by disappointments and things like that. Let's get some clarification for you and see what's going on exactly. I do feel like you're moving into a new something that feels much lighter than where you've been. I don't think you're going to fight it anymore. I think if you've been pushed by the universe, this is saying you're just not going to battle it. You're going to let whatever has to happen in order for you to sit back and enjoy what's happening. And hold on, I'm trying to think of how they want to put this. In order to be able to watch things grow and change. So then we have the Justice card in the upright, which is great. So once you move away from that internal stuff, those things that are going on, that's when you start becoming you again. You start feeling like things are turning in your favor and you're getting what you want. Now, okay, now we're going to shift into love. So something is going on. I love her because she's stunning, male or female. This could be that there's a new energy coming into your life. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. If you've dealt with people who were not stable in the past, you've got new love coming in, because this is someone who, yes, in the upright can be stable, but if this energy was in your life before and that's sort of a repeat kind of behavior, and that's where the disappointments have lied, because somebody didn't bring in the same kind of stable, grounded energy that you did, you're on fire. You're looking great. And that's what attracts this new King of Cups. Again, male or female, somebody new wants to open themselves up to you. They're very interested. They want to share their love with somebody. They're open to the possibility of a true romance. Whoever this is, it feels really good. Their energy is light, but I don't know. I just feel a sense of this person really knows who they are. They don't have any questions about how to love or how to be in a relationship. They certainly are not emotionally manipulative. And if you've dealt with that in the past as well, this is going to feel like something completely different. All right, that's where the Justice comes in. It's like as soon as you come into this calmer place, all of a sudden you feel like you can stand on your 2 feet. You're feeling more grounded, and that energy releases, and then somebody new shows up. And it's like it restores your faith in what love can be. Okay, and then we have the Four of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, and then the Lover's card. So after getting past these emotional disappointments and doing some thinking, maybe not staying in your head too much, but enough that you can recognize where decisions have been made in the past and you had to make some choices that were probably tough. You probably loved very deeply. And getting beyond that, you know now, and having focused on work is going to open you up to a victory in love. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is a beautiful energy. Male or female, you're feeling really good. You know your worth. You don't need to explain that to anyone. You know exactly who you are. You know what you bring to the table. And this new energy is going to recognize that in you as well. And because you have this, that's what creates these amazing outcomes for you in the near future, because this is the near future energy. So releasing that stuff is going to benefit you so much. No doubt you're in a place where you feel very good about who you are. You know yourself. And that brings in and opens you up to a partnership, a beautiful new meeting of two people who know who they are, know what they want, can express themselves, maybe even have the ability to discuss where things have gone wrong in the past. It feels like a higher level of commitment. In other words, a more spiritual connection. Okay, so let's clarify the Two of Swords in reverse and the Empress in reverse. Okay, this one's popping out, so I'm going to take it. The Death card, that makes sense. So Spirit's just wanting you to recognize that as you go through this transformation, which you're going through, we've got a couple different energies I'll bring up. We've got Scorpio, a lot of earth energy. So Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, everybody's pretty much here. So Aries, Gemini, Libra, or I'm sorry, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. There's the Page of Pentacles. So this new beginning. So this could be a refresh in work as well. It may just be a small new start or a new direction that you want to take that's now going to move you to a different place. Another level is what it feels like. The Five of Pentacles is walking away from anything that doesn't serve you anymore. And that's what this transformation is doing for you. So Spirit wants you to recognize that the choices that you've made, with her being in reverse, it feels like you put the energy into it mentally. You made the right choices. You did it from a place of clarity, and walking away from that has created this beautiful transformation. And now just putting the energy back into yourself and leaving behind the baggage of all that stuff is going to help you find this, or be open to at least, a new love and definitely a new direction at work. So if you're expecting something to shift and change, or you've got a new idea, or maybe you want to start some new project. It feels like either a new project or wanting to have a discussion with somebody about a new project. So that could be coming up for you. Maybe you want to shift the way you've been doing things lately. Maybe it was too much of a burden before, and now all of a sudden you've got this new idea and it's coming to light and you feel really good about it. I feel like you're going to take that step forward now. There's some shift that's just recently happened that's really pushing you forward. Okay, guys, I'm going to clear this and we'll get into whoever's on your mind. So think about that person and we'll see what their energy is, what your energy is, and the outcome. All right, so for Sagittarius, this person, please. Let's see what's going on in their energy. So we've got the Queen of Cups, the Three of Wands. Okay, so somebody's tired of waiting. This person wants to move towards you. They're not bringing like tons of baggage with them. They seem to have cleared their energy. You've got the Five of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Star in reverse, and the Justice card. And then the overall energy between the two of you. So I feel like this is the other person. Maybe you too want to start small. So the Four of Cups can definitely be about, this is what I have to offer now. Yes, the possibility of this could be in the future. But right now, this is all I have to offer. And that's okay. Maybe this person's very understanding. It feels like they are. And they're okay with whatever you have available to them at this point. So male or female, the Queen of Cups is a very loving energy, very nurturing. I feel like they want to express this to you, but they don't want to overburden you. They're kind of tired of waiting around to see, maybe to make a move, to see if this is going to go somewhere. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's just a little bit of an impatience. The Nine of Wands in reverse, like I said, if it were upright, I'd say, ugh, this person has a lot of baggage. They carry a lot of stuff into relationships with them. In this case, I'd say no. This person is really eager to have a conversation. They want to talk about it. They want things to move forward. Maybe they push a little bit in moving things too quickly. You may have your guard up a tad, but it feels like an honest energy, someone who's very nurturing. They just want to get things going. Okay. So with you, I've got the Five of Wands and the Star in reverse. Maybe in the past, you've felt like it was too much to handle, too many burdens. This is a lot about competition and what do I want to say with this? I feel like you don't want to have to not compete for somebody's attention. That's not what I want to say. It's maybe in the past it was just too much of a burden to carry a relationship and deal with everything else going on in your life, and you released kind of dealing with love. With the Star in reverse, that could be having thought that somebody was your wish fulfillment and they didn't, and that's where a little bit of that internal battle still is. You need to release that in order to open up to this person. I think you're willing to put the work in if the right person shows up. But they're going to have to come to you really correct. And that's when the Justice card comes in. So wanting fairness in relationships. And I think if this person has the opportunity to show you who they are, you will probably open yourself up and be willing to put some work in. You just don't want anything that's going to be a drama or any kind of extra burden in your life. All right, so let's get the romance angels, see what they have to say, and then we'll get the outcome of this. Okay, we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. Release your ex. Make the effort. Flirt. And then we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So could this lead to a wedding? Could it lead to something that is long-term? Very possibly. If you're open to the idea, I do think there is still some releasing of past relationships. The time has come to clear your energy. If there's an ex that disappointed you quite a bit and that's still lingering, there could just be a need to release some more of that energy in order to open yourself up. It seems like you've been through it and really don't want to repeat past cycles. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and then flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So I think those are very self-explanatory. It seems as though releasing that ex energy would help you move forward. If this is an ex and you're not willing to deal with it, they still have a lot of love for you, and they may come in quick and express that. So that's kind of a side note for somebody who might be interested. They do want to work things out, and I think they're getting impatient. So if you're open to somebody from the past, there's a very good possibility they could come in. All right, so let's get the outcome. What is the outcome for this relationship for Sagittarius? What is the outcome, please? We have the King of Pentacles, great. Justice in reverse, the Two of Swords, and then the Six of Swords, and then the Death card. So a lot of the cards that